Thanks. Hope you enjoyed this Souls. I really don't think I'm gonna play it anymore. I think I'm kind of done. At least for a month. I don't fucking care. I am just... It's not worth my effort. It's not worth my mental. Not for free. No. I'm done with it. I don't fucking care. I really don't. I'm not getting paid enough to do it. I'm sick of it. Like, that is 100% truth out of my mouth right now. I'm just so fucking tired of the game. I'm tired of that run at least, and I don't want to do a different run. Switch it up. I just don't. I just don't. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am beyond burnt. I'm just fucking fed up. Or bother. It is. Very near the end. We got this hotel area to do, then there's like some weird shit like a alternate hotel and the bullshit that goes along with that, and then you go and make your way up to here, you do some stuff in here, you make your way up to this... Where the hell is it? Maybe it's on the first floor. No, it's definitely... Maybe it's on the other side? No, yeah, I think it's... Where the fuck is it? 3? It's either 2 or 3 that has the elevator that you take. It goes you to the basement here. You run around in the stupid forced stealth area, then you go back up here, go to the 3rd floor. Have a weird encounter, then you eventually go fight Double Pyramid Head and the final boss. There's a couple other things, but yeah, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours tops we got left. Something like that.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my god!
Hi Bushi, thanks for the raid, dude. How you doing? What are you up to? How's stream? Welcome guys, I'm Wampasaurus. We're doing Silent Hill 2 because I fucking hate Dark Souls. Not very happy at Dark Souls right now, so we won't be playing Dark Souls for a good month or so at least. I'm just fed up with it. I'm fucking tired of that run. So I'm a little salty right now. Please excuse the, please excuse me if I'm a little salty and I'm a little quiet. Beat F and working on I saw you were playing the dumper game. I did see that you were playing Stellar Blade. Assassin's Creed Shadows, spoopy stuff. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 is fine. Trying to get either 1 or 2 of the last couple of endings on this. Glad you're enjoying Stellar Blade. It looks fun. It looks like stupid schlock kind of Devil May Cry stuff, but with a big fat-assed girl. Which, if you've been around here, you know I enjoy butts, so it's not surprising. But, again, one of those games I can't afford to play. And now there's, like, not as much interest. You know, it's definitely fallen down the charts on the Twitch tracker. That doesn't mean that you can't play it and enjoy it, but I am less incentivized to play it now because of that and spend money for it unless it's like available to me, you know. Gonna play RE0. Zero's kinda ugh. Through Village, I need to finish 0 and play 3 other RE games. Okay. Yeah, we'll be doing RE games too. Here eventually. I haven't quite gotten around to that. I'm trying to wrap up this and the alternate endings. We got, like I said, if we can get 2 here, I'd be very excited because then we only need 1 more ending, but there's no guarantee. Play what I like, and that is Paramount, because otherwise I will just feel forced. Yeah, me too, but that doesn't mean that you can't pick and choose games that are hype and fun, and that's my point. So it's like, on top of the game being fun, you know, I'm always paying attention to whether or not it's interesting or people are, you know, I mean... You definitely should be. I'll tell you that outright. You should be. You do you. You'll never grow if you keep doing that, though. And that attitude. I mean, nothing personal, but you gotta sometimes play games that are not necessarily just games you want to play, but games that are also, like, on the list of games that people want. Yeah, I get that. This is not about money, as per se, so much as about, just what does and doesn't, like, I mean, there were Zelda games I played that absolutely nobody was interested in because it was just, you know, they weren't popular. That's okay. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. All right, let's see. Lion, eagle. So, eagle and angel. Fun and people want to watch me play. I do that too. That's not what I'm talking about. I think you're missing the entire point. No, that's not right. That's this one. Oh, actually, maybe it is. Pride before the... Oh, no, that's the lion one. I did. I 100% read about you feeling pressured to play. Again, there is 100 games in that list that I'm talking about, but there's games that have fallen completely out of that top 100 that are not going to get diddly shit, you know, in terms of, like, eyeballs on it. I 100% read everything you said. I'm just passing along my information. You don't have to do a damn thing with it. Sorry, again, I'm just salty about fucking Dark Souls right now. I don't mean anything. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm glad you're having fun. I was just offering my 2 cents about Stellar Blade. Since I can't play Stellar Blade, I can't afford that game right now, and so it's like, well, as much as I like a good booty, I'm just gonna solve this because I know what it is. Like, back to back, I got absolute bullshit things happen to me on, tonight on... Dark Souls 2, so I'm a little salty. Oh, it would come on sale during Steam? That's the way to do it, man. Of course. $60, $70 is a hell of an expensive thing to do in today's economy, especially with gas and groceries and everything else that is expensive as they are. And then Nintendo's like, hey, we're gonna jack up our prices. Like, look around, dude. See how many people are struggling. You're literally pushing the bottom 20% of the entire population of the Earth away from your video games and your entire company. And a kid in college and a little one, screw that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I can't do that, man. You want $80 for your video game? Bro. Yeah, I heard about Xbox Game Pass raising their price, and I retract and withdraw every single bit of endorsement I had for Game Pass. When I heard that they're, I think, doubling their prices. I think they said they're going to double the price of Game Pass. Yeah, I plan on canceling mine. I think I should check on that. As of October 1st, Ultimate. I didn't have Ultimate. Price increase will increase after the next billing cycle, after November 4th. Yeah. I'll most likely be canceling my Xbox membership if it's going to be... Oh. Xbox Game Pass Premium remains at $14.99 a month. And Essential will remain at $9.99. So it's only the Ultimate that's going up in price. But still, it's going up by $10 a month. From $19.99 to $29.99. I don't know. Yeah, I withdraw all of my endorsements of it. I think it's bad business to ignore the people struggling and to just jack up your prices. It's just bad business. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to give up Magic the Gathering long ago because it just kept on eating away at my expenses. It's too damn expensive of a habit, especially when you try and do, like, Standard. If you play Standard Magic, you're basically throwing hundreds of dollars every few months down the drain. Because you always got to have the new cards because they always change them. They're always changing what's legal and what's not. So you're like, oh, here's this card. And here's this card that's now worth exactly diddly shit. Worst thing Magic ever did was invent the mythic rarity to Magic cards. Worst thing they ever did. It's just an abomination. Especially when, you know, you get like 4 or 5, maybe if you're lucky you get 6. Sometimes you only get 3 mythic cards in your entire box. And you open up that pack and one of your mythics is a card that's worth 29 cents. Gave up on Magic because of friends who pissed me off and I stopped. Because, yeah, it is ridiculous. Yeah, 100%. You just turned 45, like, right now? Like, you literally just turned 45 this minute because it just crossed over from... To me, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Did it just cross over into midnight where you are, Bushi? Are you literally just turning... Are you just a birthday boy this Friday? Is it... It's 1 a.m. where you are, too. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're down in Tejas, right? You're down in the old Tejas. Happy birthday to Bushi. Happy birthday to Bushi. Happy birthday to Bushi. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And a whole bunch more. There you go. There's your happy birthday song. Congratulations on circling the sun 45 times. Old man, what are you gonna do for your birthday? What you gonna do for your birthday, old man? Stream and hang with the family? Yeah, it's a good idea as a streamer to try and, gotta milk that birthday karma, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nine years without smoking a cigarette. That's more important than the single birthday. Congratulations on that, dude. That is a tough fight. I know plenty of people that have tried that and still failed several times. I took like 3 times to quit smoking. I haven't smoked in a long time though, but yeah, that's a tough one. Quitting cigarettes is a hell of a thing to do. They put so many things that you get addicted to in there. They put so much damn shit in there that they just know that is super addictive to you. Tried patches, gum, me too. Had to go cold turkey, and that first month sucked. Yeah, you feel miserable. It's really nice if you get a head cold, not suggesting that you go out and get a head cold, but I found that the time that I got a head cold made it a little more tolerable. It made it just a little bit more tolerable to actually put up with the misery that was the, especially the first week. It was just awful that first week, and not being able to, like, breathe through my nose and not having any kind of, like, and this is well before COVID, obviously. It's been years and years and years since I've smoked. Over a decade. It certainly helped that I couldn't like taste or smell, and that I was all stuffed up and had a headache anyways from the cold. It made it a little bit better. Couldn't stand cigarette smoke. They stink so damn bad now. I don't mind them at all. I don't mind the smell or the smoke at all, actually. In fact, every once in a while, like, after a good meal, after smoking a bowl, after good sex, I do miss a cigarette still, but not enough that I actually want to smoke them at all. Because then I remember all the bronchitis I got and all the sickness that I had, and the feeling that if I didn't have a cigarette within the first 30 minutes of waking up, that I was just miserable. You know, because I'd been sleeping for like 8 hours and didn't have a cigarette, and so my brain was like, oh my god, you're gonna die. Yeah, bowls are nice, smoking dope is nice, there's no doubt about that, but it's still not quite the same as a cigarette. Again, there's things in the cigarettes that they put in there that you just want. Then again, I don't think I've dated but one girl that actually, like, really smoked much, and we didn't really, we didn't, like, smoke a joint after sex. That wasn't really, we didn't do that very... As you know, wake up, smoke, eat smoke, sex then smoke, etc. Ritual, whole hand to mouth action when you smoked. Yeah, the oral fixation and everything like that. Yep. Yep, all these things. If you're smoking after sex, should have used more lube. Hi, Fail Hat. Welcome in. Pretty bad joke. Alright. We used to have a dad joke command on our channel. There used to be a command that would, it had thousands of them, but I think the API, they stopped being able to do it, or it stopped being, what's the word I'm looking for? It didn't function anymore. Being a non-smoker is kind of rare in the casino industry. Yeah, it is. Doubly so for the restaurant guys. They are all like chimneys. Working on a certain ending or just playing it again because you wanna. I am working on all the endings. We're currently doing the stillness ending, and if we can get it, the leave ending. There's no guarantee we get the leave ending because I'm not sure I did all the right things. If I can get the leave ending in this one, fantastic. It means we only need one more ending overall, which is the Maria ending. But right now, the only things we need stillness ending that we're going for and we're going to get, because we only need to do one more thing. It's very easy. It's here. And then we need the Maria ending, which is you have to be good to Maria and do things with Maria and get that ending, and then there's another one that's the leave ending, which is like the good standard ending for the first playthrough. We didn't get that. We got the bad ending, and that's the one where you leave with the little girl and leave the city. Leave ending is what I've always gotten. I will play this again and try and get a different one. See, I had the bad ending because, like, you know, I was doing stuff like, like killing a bunch of monsters gets you closer to the end leave the bad ending. Killing lots of monsters gets you the bad ending. Doing stuff like protecting Maria can get you the bad ending. Which is hilarious to me. But yeah, you can do all kinds of things, and there's a whole list of what you need to do in order to get the leave ending, but I did not accomplish that. And then the Maria ending is even more complicated. It's weird. Free booze with strings attached. Casino specials, yeah. Yeah, there's a thing, if you ever play this again, Bushi, there's a website called Silent Hill Memories. I would highly recommend using Silent Hill Memories. They have very accurate, well done guides and all the lore and information you could ever need on these games. I'd highly recommend that website for any knowledge that you may need. Normally I have that guide up. I don't right now. I'm probably pretty good, since I only need to do one more thing for this playthrough, and if I get the other one, great. If I don't, well, you know, I tried. Just means that we have 2 more playthroughs instead of 1 more playthrough. Not a big deal. Yeah, Silent Hill Memories is what it's called. All the different Silent Hill games are in there, including the original ones too. So it's not just like this one or, you know, Silent Hill F and stuff like that. Although I don't know how accurate Silent Hill F will be on that site yet. There's probably going to be some gaps still from, like, knowledge. People that don't necessarily have everything down. I'm not sure. I haven't tried. We got the bolt cutters. Let's go downstairs and outside and go unlock the bolt cutters and get the thing from outside. Also, Bushi, make sure you do take care of yourself and go get that after stream self-care. If you need to take off and get some sleeps, get some foods, do take care of yourself, dude. I appreciate the raid. I wasn't trying to be bombastic with you earlier. I wasn't trying to pick a fight or anything. I was grumpy because you literally raided like 15, not even 15 minutes after I just died a second time. I lost a run to Abyss Watchers. I tried to start again about 15 minutes into the run. I lost again, and then I just turned it off. I was just like, I've had enough. I'm in no mood to fuck around with you right now, and I was just in a foul mood from it. So please don't take anything to heart. All I was trying to do was offer advice on games, but, you know, and talk about, like, Stellar Blade and how I can't play it. Or why I won't play it, too. Atmosphere and symbolism, I saw quite a bit of it with some of the people. Spot on. The combat was fun, but very action-y, also good. All good? Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't, I wasn't trying to be mean. By any means. I'm like, focus on the thing that I actually care about. So, me too, man. That should be cool. Yeah, Bloobers, the same team that did this is doing 1. So you got some blueberries? I want blueberries. Seems wild to me to have Silent Hill game where the combat feels good, to be honest. I wasn't sure about the combat in the game. It looks, like you said, a little too action-y. I also kind of, there's times, the only thing I don't like is this particular weapon, the chainsaw. Lots of the times feels clunky because of the, I don't know if it's like, because it's a special weapon, or what its deal is, and why sometimes I miss and pass right through enemies with the hit. There are times where the hitbox with this weapon frustrates me, but I kind of like the notion that the game has clunky combat because James is not a trained fighter. I don't feel like I should be some badass character that knows all kinds of combat action moves. I much prefer it when it feels more desperate and awkward and stuff like that, because it mimics more like what most all of us would be doing. We'd be flailing around like idiots. Right? We're not, most of us aren't trained. Even me, I've had a little bit of martial arts training, a couple of years, but it's been forever. I certainly haven't been keeping up on it. I would be worthless in a fight. Said it before, but Bloober has been doing this series more justice than I thought it would. Yeah. Everybody was wrong about it. Everybody was poo-pooing this, and then it came out, and everybody was mostly excited and had glowing things to say, except for there's still some optimization choppiness with frames and stuff like that, but that's about it. Main thing that turned me off for the combat for a game called Silent Hill was feeling scared to always engage in combat because you aren't meant to. However, in F, you feel strong mechanics made to allow you to take anything out. Not bad, but always takes away core fear that you'd usually feel in Silent Hill. That's kind of what I mean. Yeah, it feels like you're a superhero. You know, because I've seen the things that you get and the things that happen to you, which are also, some of them are really disturbing. And really just made me uncomfortable. Like, not to go into too much, but the place with the mask, the bit with the mask, I was just like, I could have done without that. Again, we were talking about like over-the-top Japanese horror and how I'm just like, you don't need to. They still did it better than what I was talking about. Like the Japanese horror I was talking about, they focused too long and lingered too long on the things that were happening. At least in that game, I noticed it didn't like linger. It happened, but then they cut away smartly and stuff like that. It was still there, you could still tell, but it wasn't quite so visceral. It was still nasty. It was still fucking horrifying and nasty to me. I was just like, I didn't need to see that. I was like, come on, man. Or like the tattoo she gets, the quote-unquote tattoo she gets. See what I'm talking about with that? Why did that miss? The only reason I can figure it misses is because this is a special weapon. And it seems to have some bad interactions with some of the enemies. Frustrating. I say tattoo, but of course it was a brand. I could have done without either of those. That was just like a little over the top. Yeah, all that stuff, exactly. It was just like gratuitous violence for the sake of being gratuitous. And yeah, I thought the branding, they lingered too long on it too. I thought it was, they showed more than you needed to know. And then, you know, every time you're like following her around, she's got this big old freaking mark on her and all that stuff. It was just horrifying. Some people like that shit, though. Doesn't really work for me. Not big on the gratuitous violence. I don't mind. I love horror. But, like, I don't think that the overly realistic lingering on the violence does anything for me at all. Usually just turns me off. Yeah, aside from that, it looked cool. I still don't necessarily, I still feel like, here's my 100% real and hot take about the game though too. I could have taken any name and slapped it on that game and it would have still fit. It didn't feel like Silent Hill at all. Like that could have been a new Fatal Frame game and nobody would have batted an eye. Right? I could have called that, you know, any one of a number of other game series names, and everybody would have been like, huh, that's weird, but let's see what it's like. It didn't feel like Silent Hill. If that makes sense. It didn't feel like it cognitively fit within the universe of Silent Hill at all. It had fog, but in what way was it linked to this place? Like, I've always felt, if you're familiar with the idea of it, the made it its own IP, yeah, and just called it something different. They literally tried to bake in it's that whole notion that if you make a remake of a movie or a game, 20% of your audience is automatically going to find it and go and check it out because it is named that, right? You remake a movie like Superman, you're trying to get the people that loved Superman from the 70s and the 80s to go see it. You know, you remake Silent Hill 2, you're trying to go and get people that have played Silent Hill and want to play Silent Hill again. You know, you could go through the list, the Friday the 13th movies that they came out that were terrible, or the Halloween films that were done that were also terrible. And the cruddiest remake movie you've ever seen, which one? Did I just list one of them? Remember when they redid Nightmare on Elm Street and the actor was portraying Freddy way too straight and serious? It just felt off. The Total Recall movie is an abomination. It's much more like the Philip K. Dick story, but it was bad. It was bad, but it was much more close to the actual Philip K. Dick story, if you've ever read that. Oh, I'm gonna completely disagree with you, Bushi. Dread, the one with Carl Urban, was one of the best films I've seen in the last 20 years. One of the best films I have seen. Go watch that movie again. You were absolutely wrong. Dread with Carl Urban, one of the best films that they have made in a long fucking time. It is the story of a single day in the life of a street cop. That is what you do with a film. Don't try and make this overarching thing that lasts days and weeks and months and it feels disjointed. I don't give a shit that Sylvester Stallone's in it. I am the law! And all those stupid fucking one-liners. The actual movie of Dread was fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Completely disagree. RoboCop I haven't seen. That's fair. I haven't seen the RoboCop remake. It didn't look great. But Dread was fucking fantastic, man. I had to go and stand up for Dread because I fucking loved that movie. I have been clambering for a second Dread movie so much. I so wish that they would get on board with that and hook up Carl Urban with a script and get him before he gets too old to play Dread again because it was fucking awesome. I liked him. I liked Judge Hershey. Not to say that I didn't mind, Fuck, what was her name? I can't even think of the original actress's name in Dread that played Hershey. Diane Lane. I like Diane Lane. She's a good actress. She's pretty. She was fun, but she wasn't Judge Hershey. Having read the comics, having read the old Dark Horse stuff and seen Judge Dredd actually arrest Batman, right? You know, and Judge Hershey being an absolute badass psycher and stuff like that. I never got the point of her in the original Dredd movie. I much preferred the new Judge Hershey. I thought she was actually, like, good. Carl Urban's a big nerd. Yeah, I know. He's done some fucking stinkers, too, back in the early parts of his career. What was that movie? Was it Pathfinder, where he was in the... It was like the one with the Native American people? Never got around to watching the RoboCop remake, but from what my friends have told me, I don't think it's worth my time. I might see it eventually just by accident or because, you know, it's just like something that's on. Or I'm just like putting it in the background to ignore it. But it had absolutely zero interest. It's not Peter Weller. It's not fucking it's not Paul Verhoeven, who I fucking love as a filmmaker. Like, his level of satire and tongue-in-cheek attacks at fascism and capitalism and authoritarianism are just spot on and still stand up today. Like, delightfully so. Let's go throw this here. Oh, I can't. That's right. Because I need the paint, and then I put it in after I've painted it. That's right. Pathfinder. Yeah, it was Pathfinder. I was pretty sure that was the name of it, but I wasn't 100% too. Yeah, Doom was terrible too. Speaking of bad movies that are going to be... We were talking earlier, Bushi, before you rated about how they're doing Elden Ring, and I think it's going to be one of the worst movies in the next 5 years is going to be Elden Ring. I cannot foresee any way that an Elden Ring movie is going to be entertaining. Aside from being able to be like, oh boy, there's Margit. Oh, it's Radagon, what? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you gonna do? Is it literally gonna be a boss rush movie? Like some stupid schlock action film? Like, what was that stupid first-person movie? Something Henry? Hardcore Henry. Hate how many people manage to completely miss that he's being satirical despite the fact that he has never been subtle a day in his life, not even a bit. He smacks you over the nose with the satiric and the harsh criticisms of things that he sees in modern life and government and the way that he treats the way that the government treats our people. He's been doing it for, you know, longer than it was cool to talk about. You know? But he doesn't get credit for it. Or he didn't at first. Zelda movie? I didn't even know they were doing a Zelda movie. Oh, they would make a viable and entertaining movie for Souls. I don't understand it either. Because it's like... I don't know, man. It just feels like a dumb idea. Like, doing it just for the sake of the fact that it has... Again, they're trying to tap into this idea of... That, you know, people that have seen and played Elden Ring are gonna go and see the movie because it's called Elden Ring. It's still gonna be just absolute trash, but, you know, they said Elden Ring, so yeah, let's go see Elden Ring. Fucking cash grab, 100%, dude. Fucking cash grab. 100%, dude. Like, what are we talking about here? What's gonna be the point? Because it's gonna be bad. So like, if you make it like good bad, like cheesy and stupid, the problem is that most of the time, almost every film does this wrong. There are so many films that try and deliberately be bad, and they do it wrong because they take themselves like not seriously. And the only way that you can make a bad movie that is actually good is take everything seriously. And then let the audience find what's bad about it. Don't force shit on us, right? There's very few exceptions. I can think of like one horror film like Tucker and Dale versus Evil was pretty good. It was deliberately supposed to be a bad movie and they actually did a good job, but there's not very many horror films that do it right. And then there's movies that are just plain bad. Again, there's so many people that for some reason think Hereditary is a good movie and it's not. It is one of the worst films I've ever watched. It's literally a bad version of Basket Case with superhero bullshit at the end. Because superhero bullshit that doesn't make any sense. I've complained about that same problem with, 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later, fun film. Until the last, 20 minutes when all of a sudden Jim becomes John Rambo. I can't stand that. All of a sudden he becomes, a sneak master. He overpowers trained military officers even though he's been, starving for the past month and hasn't exercised once. Suddenly he's overpowering this guy that's been exercising and training as a military professional for the past 6 years, let's say. Right? And suddenly Jim's just gonna overpower 3 of those dudes and murder them. It's it's the most unrealistic, stupid shit. And I felt the same way about Hereditary. It was the last 20 minutes when she becomes some supernatural being that's leaping around. It's the most stupid shit I've ever seen. It is literally one of the stupidest films I've ever watched. Still better than the newest 28 Years. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I know there was 28 Weeks and I saw that and it was okay. It wasn't very good. 28 Years, I think people said was better, but not spectacular. I don't know. I didn't really care. There's ads. Sorry, there's ads. That would normally be our break time. I think we had plenty of break after the fucking Dark Souls 3, so we'll just keep streaming for a while here before we take a break. Thank you, I appreciate that, Bushi. Thank you for continuing the gift sub you received from Veus. Enjoy the emotes and the ad-free viewing. I know that you are getting bonked with ads. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support, dude. Thank you, thank you. What am I doing next? I don't even remember what the next part is. Means a lot. 202, didn't we already open that door? Guess the answer is probably no, because otherwise I wouldn't have it on my list. I think once you use the keys, it automatically discards them, right? Very kind of you. Oh. Where's 2? Oh, way down there, right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you want to see a better movie of Hereditary, just go watch Basket Case. Basket Case is a fucked up film. And again, what I would consider actually good. goes there. This one goes there. This one goes like here. This one goes there. That one goes here. Why is it doing this? It's making me angry. Absolutely zero reason for you. Fuck off. Pick up the fucking thing. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why? Why are you being trash right now, game? It refuses to let me put that piece. What the fuck is... Horror flicks is that it's usually likely the more installments there are, the weaker the later ones are. But this was like a brand new... Oh, you're talking about the Conjuring stuff. You know what other movies sucked recently? The latest and last Conjuring film was more like family drama than about their final case. I didn't really like the original Conjuring film either, actually. I didn't find it scary, really. I found it to be kind of, like, boring. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that the whole entire series was stupid. Is there a piece that I'm missing? I don't remember. Is that what's going on? I'm missing a piece. Even though I know it's not true? Well, no, actually, there is a piece missing. Where's the other piece? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't remember this. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm doing something wrong here. It's not even picking up a piece. It looks like there's a piece here. Right? Like, it keeps on, every time it goes here, there's a piece missing. Annoying shits. Skeleton Key with Kate Hudson. That was the voodoo one, right? That was the one where she got involved. She was like a journalist and she got sucked into the voodoo story. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't dislike it. It wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, I need to watch this movie over and over. I mean, and Kate Hudson is nice, but...
Hello there.
Hi, Sandman. Howdy, howdy. We're discussing bad horror movies. And what makes good horror movies, and which movies that people think are good are actually bad. Because I'm right. Watch it for more than her than anything. Yeah, she's a great actress, and she's very pretty. Yeah, I really, really liked her in Almost Famous. I really liked her in the film Almost Famous. I just liked that film in general. Where is this mother trucker? Fuck you. So to speak, really liked that film, so did I. A lot. It's one of my, I think it might be my favorite film from the year 2000. I thought it should have won the Academy Award. I've seen that movie at least 4 or 5 times. Yeah, I really liked all the actors, loved the fucking OST. The entire soundtrack for that film was fantastic. I liked the made-up band and everything like that. It had Jason Lee, who I was a fan of. You know, and then Cameron Crowe included things in the movie that were like kind of related to real life things that took place with other bands, you know. Like that scene where Jason Lee got electrocuted, the guitar player, he got electrocuted, and that was a real thing that happened, except unfortunately the guy that it happened to died in real life. Saw it in theaters 3 times and 3 more times since. Hey, yeah, see? Great minds. That entire scene where they are sleeping off the effects of that night of debauchery, and they're all sitting in the bus, and fucking Elton John comes on, little tiny dancer, and everybody starts singing. I fucking love that scene. That is such a pure movie scene. Yeah. Totally connected with that feeling, though, about doing some insane shit the night before and waking up to that reality. Yeah, me too, actually. That was kind of why I loved that scene, because that was totally... I 100% related to that. I had been there many times, that exact same feeling. The paint can is down in the downstairs, maybe. We have that to put away. We have... Oh, I gotta go use that, right. Got that is pointless. That is pointless. Okay. Movie recommendations, Sandman, like, I mean, I could give you 100 movie recommendations for horror. What's your favorite horror film? Technically, I count Jaws as my favorite film. It is definitely a horror film. It is like one of the original like revivals to the creature feature. But everybody's seen Jaws, so I haven't really seen any horror movies that I can recall. You've seen Jaws. Everybody's seen Jaws. I mean, not everybody's seen Jaws. I'm being facetious, but you know. Original Blob, no, not the original Blob, because the original Blob was from the 50s. You're probably talking about the one from the 80s. You're probably talking about the one from the 80s with Kevin Dillon. Yeah. And, Shawnee something. I can't ever remember her name. She was in, like, Uncle Buck. She was in a bunch of 80s films. But the girl love interest, right? Who was a very young boy, I totally had a crush on her because I was just like, oh, she's pretty. Yeah, that was a really good one. The 80s Blob is actually much superior to the 50s Blob. Because it was clear and shit until its first kill, then it turned red, right? Yeah, that was a good film. It's actually another good call. That's a very, very good film, and it's much better than the original. Just like I feel like the 1978 version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers is so much better than the original one with Kevin McCarthy. Donald Sutherland's version of that movie is far superior. I like the original film from the 1950s or 60s or whatever it was. I think it was like 58 or something like that. I liked it. I even liked that in the 1978 version of the Body Snatchers, if you watch the 50s Invasion of the Body Snatchers and then immediately watch the 1970s Body Snatchers, the last scene in the 50s version actually is in the 80s or the 70s version. Yeah, 70s and 80s are like peak horror movies as far as I'm concerned. If you take Jaws out of the equation, my favorite horror film is Friday the 13th Part 2. I think it's just top to bottom. It is exactly what you want out of a horror film. It's a slasher film. It has this creepy bad guy. You know, it's Jason. It's actually Jason and not like the first one, even though the first one is a very good film. I much prefer the iconic actual first appearance of Jason in number 2. Plus, he has the potato sack and, like, all that stuff going on, right? It was just, it's classic. He's just got that potato sack with the one hole for the eye and stuff like that. It's just peak horror. War of the Worlds, but not horror. Then the Tom Cruise version. I actually like the Tom... If you could take Dakota Fanning screaming her head off for 45 minutes of that film, I would like that movie quite a bit. If you could just remove Dakota Fanning and mute her during every time she had to scream and was the most useless thing in the history of film. Like, she was literally your alarm clock that you forgot to turn off. And I kind of hated it. It definitely detracted from the overall experience of the film, and I don't feel bad about saying that. Old school horror films is The Thing. That is my other favorite horror film. And it would be like 1 and 1A for Friday the 13th, Part 2, and The Thing. I almost consider it like a sci-fi movie that is definitely horror more than a horror movie. It's kind of one of those crossover movies that touches both genres in perfect ways. One of the best films ever made. That's like one of my top 10 films also. I love The Thing. I've seen it so many times. It still creeps me out how they did all those practical effects and got them to look the way that they did too. Alright, where the fuck is this place? I don't even remember. It's not there. It's not there. We've already done that. I did the mirror. I got the little... I guess I'll go put the figurine on the... whatever. Some of the nastiest practical effects ever? Yeah, fucking horrifying, man. And speaking of baked into the cake, and what I was talking about with how they get you with the original Nightmare on Elm Street, pretty good. I really like that one. I love how cheesy, campy Robert Englund is. While I respect it, first of all, in the first one, he wasn't very campy. He was, but not nearly as bad as it got in like 2 and especially 3 and beyond. There's a part of me that didn't like it. There's a part of me that enjoyed it, but there's also a part of me that was just like, oh, shut the fuck up. I guess I was, you know, it was like after I had already seen Halloween and Nightmare on Elm, or not Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, where it's just the silent killer. And so I was just like, you know, I was just rolling my eyes at some of his bad jokes. I mean, I guess if you're the boogeyman and you've had hundreds of years or whatever, or, you know, however long it's been, decades to sit around, maybe you're gonna have some jokes or something stupid, but I loved it, but I also hated it at some times where I'm just like, oh god. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, the fucking stupid one-liners. But it was the 80s, and the 80s was full of one-liners and bullshit like that, so you kind of expect it. It's one of those mixed bags where it's like, you roll your eyes, but at the same time, it's pretty iconic. I was 4 years old when it came out. It scared the shit out of me, the first one. I guess that's why I liked it the most. That's fair. It was a scary movie, yeah. I bet you sat there for months like, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep. Boogeyman's gonna get me, Boogeyman's gonna get me. Trying to stay awake as long as you could when you were a little kid, right? I just talked about this the other day. When I saw the original Alien movie, Bushi, I slept with the covers over my nose for about 6 months because I was scared of the face hugger. After I saw what happened to John Hurt, after I saw what happened to John Hurt with the face hugger and the chest burst and all that stuff, I was fucking terrified. I slept with the covers over my mouth because my covers, my blanket will protect me from that. You know, little kid logic and stupid shit like that. But that was how scared I was of that movie. That I slept with the covers over my mouth. Convinced that that would protect me. And I mean, it did. All evil. Flashlight too? Yeah. Yeah, I used to have, I don't remember what it was. It was a branded one. It was one that I had for the longest time as a kid. It wasn't like Cabbage Patch or more likely Garbage Pail Kids. It might have been something like G.I. Joe. Or possibly like Transformers or something weird like that. I don't think it was a Star Wars flashlight. I had a name, like a branded flashlight that I am certain I do not have in my possession anymore. I bet if I did, it would still work today, too. That's the funny thing. Wearing your Transformers PJs. I had Ninja Turtles PJs and I think He-Man? I think it was He-Man. Go watch Thundercats again. Just go watch one episode of Thundercats. The dubbing in Thundercats is so fucking bad. I tried to go watch Thundercats again because there's a Thundercats. If you go onto YouTube, hi YouTube. If you go onto YouTube and like search, there is an entire channel on YouTube that plays nothing but G.I. Joe episodes 24/7. There's also other channels out there that have the same thing for other 80s like cartoons. I'm pretty sure there was a Thundercats one. I don't know if it's still around, but there was at one time, and I tried to watch some of the Thundercats. It was fucking awful. The overdubbing, the English dubbing was just awful. I mean, it was literally like the bad translated like Hong Kong cinema kind of films. You know, where they're like, hello, how are you? Sleepless Nights there? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I watched a whole bunch of the G.I. Joe. You'll be destroyed. This. I command Serpenter. Yeah. I don't remember where the damn entrance to this place is. It's got to be over on the right side of this. Or it's got to be up a level. Oh no, it's right behind me. I don't want to do this. Part sucks. Part sucks. Koga Commander? Oh yeah. Do I have anything left? I don't think I do. I think I'm just plowing through this because I know it all. I'm gonna go look up this and see if I should leave my stuff in here. Silent Hill 2 alternate remake alternate endings. Speaking of, by the way, Bushi, here you go. It's .net. I forgot about that. But there's the site that I was talking about earlier. Can at least get it into your internet history so it's easier to find. When you're like, fuck, what was the name of that site that Wampa was talking about? At least 100 seconds, no big deal. I'm reading on what exactly gets you each ending. Choose the snake. Do not attack Pyramid Head. Gallows Puzzle. Rotten Apple. We got that right. Listen to the entire monologue. Okay. After Pyramid Heads, choose Rust-Colored Egg Door. Okay. Do not read the message. Do not return to Maria's room. Do not kill the weakling and defenseless monsters in the ruined hotel, which is where we are. I'll try and remember to not do that, but I think I already have. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. I mean, it's not Goonies per se. I mean, yeah, it's kind of got that vibe, but that's just because I like pirates and stuff like that. I've always had a pirate fetish. Those, I made those. Like, I drew that. That's just me. I just took a skull and looked at it, and I drew it on GIMP, and then I did that. That was me doing those. I still got to add a 3-year badge, because I don't have a 3-year badge still to this point, but I plan on just changing the different colors of the head scarfs until I get to like maybe 4 or 5 years. Probably 5 years, and then maybe that'll have a captain's hat or something like that. That's my goal. Yeah, I think it looks pretty sharp. I think it looks pretty decent. I think I did a good job on the art. Alright, I didn't see anything about that, so I'm gonna leave them behind just in case. I mean, you know, One-Eyed Willy, I totally get that, right? God, I fucking hate this part. I hate the whole forced stealth in the middle of a game like this. It's like, it's one thing if it was a stealth game and then you just get to this part and it's another stealth part. I much prefer, Mama, you've been bad. Or the classic, Rocky Road? Pop this bad boy open. Snatch up all that gravy. Where's the fucking map? I'm like, where's the map? Oh shit, yeah, totally. That was like literally right before what I had said, because after he lands, he has the shirt on and everything like that, and you know. And then he grabs her and he's like, Mama, you've been bad, you know. And then he takes the one guy, and I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember if it was Joe Pantoliano or the other guy, Henry, I can't think of his last name. And throws him overboard. Or was it, what, did he throw his mom overboard? Fuck, it's been a while since I've seen that movie now. It might be his mom that he picks up and throws overboard. I think it was his mom, yeah. The more I thought about it, I was like, I think he throws his mom in the fucking, into the sea. Oh, slothy. Rip those metal chains out of the wall. They weren't 100% intact, but yeah, still. No, he was an absolute beast. He's like preternaturally strong. Superhumanly strong. I don't really need to solve this puzzle since we've already kind of done the code. I'm just gonna skip that. I guess Mama dropping him on his head a couple of times or whatever did that. Yeah, just like in, what do you call it? Hereditary, same idea, you know? He got superpowers because reasons. Need that. Oh yeah, I also hate this part because it's completely in the dark. I would have preferred them to let us have our flashlight. I can't see a damn thing. This... I was gonna say it. It frustrates me. I don't like being completely blind. I literally can't see anything. I'm tempted to just turn the damn gamma up. So I can see what's going on and cheat. Was there anything in the locker room? I don't even remember. It's unnecessary, yeah. There's just times where I'm just frustrated because I can't see anything. It's too much. It's just frustrating. I don't really enjoy it. I have vision problems. I don't need to be this bad off when I'm seeing. Because I literally can't see parts of the game. I'm literally sitting here like, what am I even looking at right now? Because I don't know. And that makes me feel bad. I don't really give a shit about these because I'm not going for these. I don't even think I need the other one, but we might as well grab it. I guess. Did all that shit. I got the key. I think that's the only thing you actually need is the key and the cassette tape. Yeah. Forgot about this. I got a VCR player still. Do not have my VCR tapes, my VHS tapes. I still have the THX versions of Star Wars. Like the 3-box set that had the versions of Star Wars where they basically went and cleaned up all the matte lines and stuff like that, but they didn't add any of the special edition bullshit effects. Or like the stupid scenes like, you know, the new Ewok dance or any of that stupid shit. They left everything intact just with the cleaning up all of the effects. That was the best version. The only version as far as I'm concerned. I absolutely want to vomit every time I hear George Lucas being like, well, this is the original version and the way that I wanted it to be. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't have that. This is what you put out. Just leave it alone. It's art. Stop trying to fucking go in and paint over the fucking Mona Lisa, dude. That's literally what he's doing, is putting a new smile on the Mona Lisa. And it's cringe. Watched him way too many times. That's cool. And I feel that way about a lot of movie series. I wish they would stop making remakes of certain films. Of a lot of films. And being like, yeah, come watch this. Because I don't have any other ideas. Well, you know, then just leave it alone. Let the series die for all I fucking care, right? Stop trying to beat and milk a dead horse. Sweet. 4K using AI, it looked good. I've seen that, yeah. I remember, what's his name? Wasn't it Topher Grace went in and like did a whole entire trimmed down version of the prequels? Where he basically like cut out a bunch of bullshit and cleaned up some things. Something like that. I can't believe I got away with that. I think it was during the COVID lockdowns, if I remember right. I think it was while there was COVID lockdowns happening, he just went in and just... He needed something to do, and so he went and did up all the prequels. And, like, cleaned up all the shit. Which I thought was super cool. Okay, so we're going right. I was sworn you had to grab that a second time. Raider, welcome in. Welcome back. How are you doing? There's the, what do you call it? Doesn't make any sense why me picking up a key makes me suddenly need to go pick it up again. I can't just do it when it's there for the first place. It's weird. Doesn't make any sense. You like the Jolly Roger? Me too. One of our friends here on Twitch actually was just commenting about how my subscriber badge is basically the skull and bones from the Jolly Roger. His idea for the sequel movies would have been more about the nature of the Force and stuff like that. As much as I loathe most of the Disney Star Wars and miss it as bad fan fiction, I am not sure I would have liked George's ideas for the sequel trilogy. I think they should have just stuck with the Courtship of Princess Leia trilogy. They had a good story. that they could have just stuck with. I don't know why they suddenly decided that they needed to do something else. It didn't actually make a lot of sense to me. Why they suddenly had this urge to... Yeah. Ahoy! Yeah, you missed it, Raider. Back on September 19th, because I'm a pirate enthusiast and all that stuff, we did International Talk Like a Pirate Day. I dressed up as a pirate. We had redemptions, pirate-themed redemptions, and I played... Ow. And I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag all day. It was our third time doing pirate-themed stuff. We missed last year. I don't remember what I was doing. Something came up. Where I was not. Or I didn't do, Pirate Day. Or no, maybe it was, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was the year I went to TwitchCon. Because I was in fucking San Diego. I did do it last year. Why? What is going on? Why can't I bring up my map? Are we in the other world again now? Is this the otherworldly version? I don't know why I can't bring up my map right now. I don't remember that. Oh, because I haven't picked them up from the fucking employee elevator again. Silly guy. What a maroon. Some of the endings are activated by a certain number of enemies being killed. Correct. That's not the only thing. That's just part of it. That's just they add or subtract a plus to get you to a number to determine what you get or not. You think the Yuzon Vong would have been cool, Vegas? Yeah, that would have been cool. We would have got to see Chewie get a moon thrown at him. We would have seen Chewbacca get a moon thrown at him, right? That would have been kind of funny. The rebel's so badass that they had to take him out by throwing a moon at him. Oh, they're impervious to the Force? They're pretty cool. Nothing you did worked? Yeah. Unfortunately for the Yuzhan Vong, they weren't immune to lightsaber, though. Paint can is outside, isn't it? But where's the can opener? I need the paint can, I need the can opener, and now I'm blanking on where they are. I thought the can opener or the paint was... One of them was in here. Missed something? I know I'm going circles, but I can't remember sometimes what I did and didn't do and what I need to do next. Even though I've played this game several times lately, I still forget where certain items are automatically. That was wild. So I'm sitting there and I could hear this noise.
They're eating her.
Oh, here comes a couple of raids, right? Let's see. Oh my god. Hi, Ava. Did I expect other raiders? Or are you guys branching? Nope, there it is. I saw you guys playing Borderlands 4. Hi guys. Do shout outs. Hey, guess what? Yeah, I already know. I already said. It's going pretty good. We were playing Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 at the beginning of the stream, and I had some bad luck, and I just decided to turn it off after I died like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes into my run, and I fired up a second run, and I got absolutely nuked in a bullshit way, like right away, like 15 minutes in. So I was just like, I don't even want to deal with this. So I turned it off. I was pretty salty. I was pretty salty. Let's see. Shout. TK. These are all people that we have met through Dark Souls and other games. And Zero as well. There you go. There are your guys' shout outs. Welcome in, guys. I'm Wamposaurus here in the Wamposaurus Lair. We're playing Silent Hill 2. We're near the end of the game. We're doing alternate endings. We're trying to go for either 1 or 2 alternate endings today. And I am having a bit of a brain fart when it comes to where I'm supposed to go right now. Hey, Bushi, get some good sleep, dude. Appreciate it.
No, thank you. We don't want any more visitors, well-wishers, or distant relations.
Thanks for the follow. We have anonymous follows on the channel. So if you're chilling in the background and you just want to hang out, that's cool. You want to say hello and join the chat, we'd love to have you. We have default anonymous follows so that, our friends who might be shy or introverted can feel cool about chilling and not be called out if they don't want to. Brain melts, oh yeah. Oh, all good. Yeah, no worries. Yep, brain melty. Oh, I still need key 107, right? And I have, let's see. What do we have? We have room that. We got that doesn't do anything. And what else? Yeah, it's just this. Zero, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Hope you guys had fun playing Borderlands. How far are you get now? You guys were just past the prologue last time. I might have missed what you guys said if you were, Nope, nothing about that. How was it? Tell me about the things. Sorry about the run. It's okay. It happens. I was just like, I don't want to deal with this bullshit tonight, though. I was a little pissed off about the fact that it was like back-to-back bullshit hits and kills. One to the Abyss Watchers, and then immediately in the Undead Settlement where I got, like, just tag-teamed. And of course, one of them was a dog, which is always the worst in any kind of Souls game. So I was a little stinky and pissed off, yeah. Made good progress then, I would take it. I eventually will probably play that one. I just haven't because my finances say no. But I played 1, 2, and 3. I think I have like 600 or 700 hours on the different Borderlands games, at least. At least 600 or 700 hours. Amon, I'm able to out-heal damage now and freeze things. Win. Ava, if you're still here, how about you? What's good on your character? Tell me about your character, if you would. Yeah, from what I heard from a couple of people, they much preferred it to 3. They put it more akin to 1 or 2. And more 1, I think, than 2. In terms of, like, what it was like and how it played and felt. It felt more like either of those. Jesus Christ, fuck you. She had to hop away. Oh, I must have missed that. All good. All good. Yeah, all of you make sure you take care of yourselves and get that after stream self-care if you need to. Get some rest, get some food, get some sleepies. Get yourself in your jams, whatever it needs to be. I do understand that streaming can take a bit out of you. And it is late. It's currently 2:30 in the morning here in Minneapolis, so you guys need to boogie. Need water? Yeah, please. Yeah, stay hydrated, everybody. It's still hot as heck here for the past several days in Minneapolis. It shouldn't be. It's really weird, like, anymore the last several years, it seems like we get a couple of weeks of autumn, and then it's just immediately into cold. Like, it'll go from, like, 70, 75 degrees. We'll get, like, 2 weeks where it's, like, 50 degrees, and then the next thing you know, it's snowed. And then it'll, like, be cold for a couple of weeks, and then that'll go away, but everything's now, like, dead, and we kind of skipped over autumn, more or less. And we're kind of stuck in this ugly... this ugly cycle of just, you know, 50s, but also not really autumn. It's just kind of wet and gross and... That's what we needed, okay. Like, there's something I'm missing here. Oh, I drink water all throughout my stream. And if you have that problem, TK, you should set yourself a hydrate command for people to redeem on the channel. Make sure you set it to a comfortable place where they're not making you drink every 5 minutes. Right? But like every 10 or 20 minutes or something like that if somebody sees it, you know, and make it a reasonable price. Not too expensive. Because you want them to redeem it if they notice it and they think that you need some water. You should definitely have a hydrate command if you haven't already. Hydration is very useful and very important. And if people are noticing that you're not drinking enough, like I'm not today, then they should be redeeming that. This is a 16-ounce glass. I drink at least 3 or 4 of these just on stream. I drink about 8 glasses of water every single day. Plus I have about 3 or 4 glasses of tea. So I drink over 100 ounces of water every single day, which isn't quite enough, but it's good enough. Yeah, you will discover you definitely need to drink more liquids. The more active you are, the more active your community gets, the more you're chatting like I do. I'm certainly... There's times where I get really quiet, but there's other times where I can just talk your ear off, right? I took the chatty, I used to have the chatty tag, because I do get chatty, but there's also times where I really get kind of in on myself and I'm just really quiet. But I thought maybe I'd take it off. And just kind of, leave it as... You can figure out whether you think I'm chatty or not. Two sports bottles of water at shift. At work, talking with customers dries the throat. Yep, I imagine it does. Yeah, hydration is very important. Without hydration... so jank that you can't actually hit that thing with your chainsaw, even though it was like clearly there. And like all the rest of the times you can hit around the corner, but this time it's like, no, no, no. Like fucking Dennis Nedry in Jurassic Park. You didn't say the magic word. But yeah, if you haven't, TK, add a hydration redemption to your channel if you find yourself lacking enough water from a stream. Best thing you can do is make sure that there are people that can keep you on task with that. And by that same token, you know, just remember it's your stream. If they keep redeeming it and spamming it to try and make you have to go piss or something like that, you know, you can always ignore it. Here's the fireplace key. We'll see anyone trying Clock Tower this month. I did that a couple of times. So there was a year, Vas, where I played that game and I absolutely kind of at first hated it. And we raided into, are you familiar? Have you ever been over to, I imagine you have since you're on Phenomenon stream. MA Divergent, right? At the time, I think she was still tragic on Twitch. But regardless, Emmy, I raided into her because I knew that she played that game and everything like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so annoyed with this game and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, it's my favorite game. And I was like, oh no, you know, I didn't know it was their favorite game. I just knew that she had played it. And so we chatted. And she convinced me to go and play it again sometime, so we did during spooky season, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's a good game. The original Clock Tower was pretty decent. I don't know if I've done it. She's very nice. She's very chatty. One of those friendos, that's good people. Fireplace key. Let's save the game. So she convinced me to play it a second time, and I did, and I'm glad that she did. We played it. We had fun. I don't know if I'll do it again. It was hilarious. Like after the second time that we played it, right? I ran in and I got to a point where you can get in a car and just drive away. And I totally left everybody behind and just said, fuck it, I'm out for me. And I got an ending right away, which made me super happy and a chivo for like leaving everybody behind. And that made me laugh like quite a bit. The fact that I got that ending like that. And then it wasn't even like a good ending. Yeah, because I mean, that's what you should do, generally speaking, right? That's the smart play. If you're like thinking about it, like most of the time, the reason why the people die is because they don't just turn the fuck around and leave. But as I've said many times, so people miss this about horror films. Let's circle back to horror films and everything like that. So the key premise and the key thing that you have to remember going into a horror film is that it is a story about individuals that make a series of wrong choices. They make bad decisions, and that's what leads to the entire thing, right? Without the premise of a series of poor choices, you don't have a film. So, like, anytime you're, like, thinking they're doing something wrong, that's on purpose. They are doing that because it's about making the wrong choice. And that's what usually leads to the horror film in general. Boss fight time. Let's get ourselves reloaded. Stupid ass fight. This is the stabby monster that comes out of the ceiling or whatever, if I remember right.
God damn it.
God damn it. All the time, I have a history degree. Trust me on this. Oh no, that's right. It's these things. I think I used a lot more bullets this time than I did last time. I think I just ran up and chainsawed it a bunch in the last time. I also don't think it shuts up until I leave this room. Drastically different than its predecessors and very weird. Still pretty good in its own right, but weird. Yeah, I only played the original one that was on Super Nintendo. There we go. Where's the paint can? Where is the can opener? Is that what we get from the music box? I don't remember if that's what's in the music. I think that's the thing that we get out of the music area. Maybe that's wrong. Oh, hey, I'm excited. We get the creepy music any second now. Clock Tower 3 is the RE4 of the series. Campiness and all. Okay. Where's the can opener? Got it. powers. Got to actually run downstairs and get the can opener. Oops. Mannequins in the room? Potentially, yeah. A whole bunch of them, right? I don't even need to do this. I'm just going to do it for doing its sake. But this is something that we already locked or unlocked. It's actually not even necessary, but might as well do it. I'm a little confused here. Oh, it's literally right at the end. Okay. Okay. So if you use the blue gem here one more time, we would get the UFO ending. You'd gone through the game, collected the New Game Plus, excuse me, collected the blue gem, and used it at the appropriate places. If you use it here also, you'll get the UFO ending, which is very strange. Space James.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave.
Too bad.
Promise you'll take me again, James.
Murderer.
Hey, there you are. Do you know where Mary is? Come on, talk to me.
Ellie's gone. She's dead.
Liar. That's a lie.
No. It's the truth.
She died because she was sick.
I killed her.
Killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back. Give her back to me. I knew it. You didn't care about her. I hate you, James. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah, get him. He's a fart face after all.
She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. Mary, you know, isn't here.
Okay, in this version of the hotel, we can go and find that item that we need.
Mary?
James! Where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Please, come to me. Do you hear me? Please, why won't you come?
But where? Where are you?
You're so close now. Please, don't give up. Don't leave me out here, James! James!
There it is. Everything wet and miserable. Remember, there's like 2 shotgun shells somewhere. Maybe in here. Thy wound is grievous. Let's just do this right and make sure we do this right. Let's bring up the little whatever. All we do, jump in holes. Immediate visceral reaction of attack. Radio. Nice steamer trunk. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh, yeah. It's your favorite, Veus. Wet and miserable. I think it's fair to say, right? Those are your two favorite statuses. Wet and or miserable. Between the orange sunset and the flooding, this is reminding me of the parts of Mississippi I am happy to avoid. All I was missing is a mosquito large enough to try and mug me. Yeah, carry you off. Give me a mosquito that shows up that's gonna carry you off. Share of large bugs. Yep, 100% we do. There was a time we went camping on Memorial Day, and the place that we had was like deep in the woods where we had to portage all of our canoes, tents, the whole thing, for more than a mile from where we parked to where we were camping and everything like that. And there was a couple of spots when we walked through that area, I had DEET bug spray, like the super powerful stuff, right? It was so bad, and they were so thick that they were still latching on and biting me in spite of the DEET, because there were just so many of them, and they were so hungry for anything that they were just latching on and biting regardless. You got mosquito bites no matter what you did. It was god-awful. Yeah, we get bad mosquitoes. We got so many lakes. This is one of the better cutscenes.
Mama? Mama! I was looking for you. You're the only one left.
Especially when she says, you see it too.
Only rest. Mama. What's wrong? Wait. You're not my mama. It's you.
Sorry, Angela. I think you were right. What we're looking for, it's not here. Not anymore.
Thank you for helping me earlier. But I wish you hadn't.
Yeah, me too.
Even Mama said it. I deserve what happened.
No.
Yeah.
Angela, that is not true.
It's pretty true.
Don't pity me.
I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me? Will you love me?
Don't be weird.
Care for me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James. Give me back the knife.
No.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself. Have it your way. It doesn't change anything.
Yeah, this right here.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too? For me, it's always like this.
Nah, see, there contradicts what you were just saying. James hadn't. Angela always has. She knows she's in hell. James is just finally coming to understand that he is in some form of hell. Essentially. Okay, it should just be a straightforward run then here. Makes it feel like it's not there until James says something, which is because she's so used to it, which is fitting. Acceptance is the wrong word. Resignation, maybe? Maybe. Alright. Get to this miserable mess. See how we do. It's on medium, so it shouldn't be as bad as the last time. Probably still struggle a couple of times here.
James!
Leave her alone. Leave us both the hell alone. I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore. I'm ready.
I think there is, but I'm not familiar totally with what it is. Definitely an annoying boss fight, that's for sure. I'll say that much. It fucking sucks. Wasn't nearly as bad as the fucking hard ending. Good lord, that's a huge difference. I never once went into super danger zone. I went into super danger zone like 3-4 times in the hard version of this. Rust-colored egg.
What do you want, James? Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers.
Gotta wait through her monologue, too.
Just go home already. Look at me. I'm disgusting. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James. Wait. Please. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not gonna die. Help me.
Won't let you aim at her. No.
Mary? I have missed you so much.
I've missed you too. We can finally be together. Forever.
No.
James. Honey. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I know you tried,
James, please.
but she's gone. I know that now,
Stop it.
and I can't just keep pretending.
Shut up! What do you want? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? I can give you what she never could. I can be better than her. What else do you want me to be? What else can I be?
I am so sorry, Maria. I really am. But this has to stop. It's time to let it go.
No.
What?
I won't let you do this to me. I won't let you go. I can't!
Phase 2 also, yeah. This isn't that tough of a boss fight on normal. It's only on hard that it was annoying. I'm probably making it more difficult on myself than I need to be by having the shotgun as opposed to the rifle. It was much worse when it was the hard difficulty, comparatively. I'll see what we get. I mean, we're gonna get the stillness ending, so.
I tried. I really did, but I can't go on without you. I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
I know. What's wrong, honey?
I miss you so much. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Will you wait for me?
James. I've always been waiting for you.
The fuck, I already got this ending. Why didn't I get the fucking ending that I want, man? I'm gonna be super pissed if I don't get this fucking ending. If that's the in-water ending again, because I have the stuff, there's zero reason for that. Skip. I don't give a fuck. Oh, didn't you hear me? I said skip. Oh, that was the stillness ending. Okay. Okay. Total enemies killed. Yeah, I'm over by 16 enemies. Largely because of fighting. I have to use a little bit less of the chainsaw in the next episode. Yeah, it's been chainsaw on all of the new game plus ones that we've done. Let's see. I kind of feel like I don't think that this is going to let us do the other ending, because I think because we have the other item, I have to go back to this. Let me see where we are. Also, I gotta pee, so I might take a quick break. Let's see how far we are back. Oh, we're literally like right before it. Oh, that's not too bad at all. Okay, let me take a break. I'm gonna take 2 minutes. I'm just gonna step away. We'll get the other ending real quick. I just have to pee. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. All we should have to do is when we get to the manager's office, don't open the locker, or don't open the safe, I think, and we should get the other ending. We're gonna skip this cutscene. Literally just saw it. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oops. All right. So now we don't have the postcard, which means we won't get the stillness ending. Skip over that. Kill these guys again. Like, let's skip the cutscene. Rude. Got him with the pistol this time. Figured I'd give it a try and see if I could do it.
What do you want, James? Flowers? I don't want any
Oh, my bad.
flowers.
I didn't mean to have myself invisible this whole time.
Already. Look at me.
Whoopsies.
I'm disgusting. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back.
Seemed the same to me.
James. Wait. Please. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not gonna die. Help me.
Chainsaw makes short work of her. Really, really badly. Hey, Jackie Chan. Watching from your phone? Thanks, appreciate it. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Ooh.
Don't be. I told you. I wanted the pain to end.
Oof.
Yeah. You did. But that's not why I did it. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
If that's true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary.
It's okay, James. Here.
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for. restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon. So that you remember me for who I was. And not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live. For yourself. And for others. Like you did for me. James. You made me happy.
That was the Leave ending. One more. 7 out of 8. One more to go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Well, that one will have to save for another time because, of course, we have to do a completely different playthrough and do things differently so that we get the Maria ending. Yeah, it was really fun. Is the last one doable from a save, or will that require a fresh run? Fresh run. I think I've done too many things. I could certainly try it, but I don't know that if I did anything differently, that I could do get the Maria ending. There's a lot of different things that you have to do to avoid. You know, you can't spook her from breaking windows. You gotta protect her and not have her take any damage. You gotta keep, like, enemy count low. Like, enemies killed low. We've already exceeded that, so that's a +1 in a different column, I think. About the only way I think it could have went differently that we could have done from a save file right here, I mean, I could certainly try it, is to choose the Scarlet Egg instead. That gives +1 to Maria, but I could also skip through the entire monologue. I could just run forward. And that would keep us from getting the leave ending as much, but I still don't know that it would be enough. I'm just going to try, yeah, I'm just going to try and do one more playthrough, I think, and we'll try and get the Maria ending, hopefully, on another night, which will have to wait because I think that is a good stopping point for the evening. 7 hours. Couple of tries at Dark Souls 3. We got 2 endings here. I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Jackie Chan, I'm sorry you came in right at the end, but I am done for the night. So YouTube, I'm going to say goodnight. Hope you guys enjoyed the Silent Hill playthrough. Of course, we got a whole bunch of different endings on the playlist, so of course check those out. And lastly, I'll remind you that if you haven't yet, to click that subscribe button and that like button. I will see you again next time, which will be Saturday. YouTube gonna take Friday off. Until then, you guys take care, okay? Bye bye.